Okay, if we turn the page, let's clear all this stuff out. On number 5, what we have, it says, consider the following questions about sales commission. You should round your answers to 2 decimal places. All right, if a salesperson makes 3.5% commission on their sales, how much in commission do they make on $60,000? Right, so this all has to do with this idea that if you take the part and you divide it by the whole, you're just getting the percent. And there are a number of ways to set this up. Like in this case, I could take the 60,000. Right, so this is how much I have in sales, and then my commission. Well, I just multiply this by 0.035. Right, this is my whole. This is my percent, and it's going to give me the part. So on my calculator, I take 60,000 times 0.035. And I get my answer of $2,100. That's how much I'm going to make in commission. Right, in part B, it says if a salesperson receives $2,325 in commission when they sell $55,000 in merchandise, what is the commission rate? Okay, so this was the merchandise before, right? 60,000. So now I can just put 55,000 there. And you can see I don't know the percent, the commission rate. That's what they're looking for. So maybe I'll just write down rate. And that's equal to, I received $2,325. And so it's real easy to move over the 55,000. So my rate is equal to, I have 2,325. And because I'm multiplying, to move it over, I do the inverse, the opposite, which is divide by 55,000. And my calculator will tell me what this answer is. Right, so I'm going to take 2,325 and divide it by 55,000. It says round everything to 2 decimal places. Right, so this is and 2 decimal places for the final answer. So I'm looking for the commission rate. I'm looking for the percent. So this would be approximately 4.23%. Let's see, this 0.042272773. So I move the decimal place over twice, and I get 4.23%. And then on part C, it says if a salesperson makes 2.3% commission and they receive $3,424 in commission, how much merchandise did they sell? Right, so now I don't know this one. Right, so I'll write down for merchandise sold. I'll just write maybe like sale stuff. So sale times the percentage, so times 0.023. That's a 2.3%, and this equals then $3,424. And then I can solve this for the sales stuff. All right, so for the sales stuff, let's make it sales. Right, sales stuff, what I have is sales equals 3,424, all divided by, so I'm multiplying, so to move it over I divide by the 0.023. And again, my calculator will give me the answer, so I have 3,424 divided by 0.023. And out pops my answer of approximately $148,869.57. Let's put dollars in front. Okay, let's clear this out again, and let's take a look at number 6. Right, so on number 6, it says my starting salary in 2009 was $37,000. If I paid 22% in taxes, how much should I actually receive in 2009? So the idea is you take $37,000, okay, and you want to figure out how much of that $37,000 you actually got. Right? A lot of it says went to taxes, 22%. So to figure out how much you received, one way to do this is say, okay, if I lost 22%, then I had 78% left. So I multiply this by 0.78, and this is going to tell you how much you actually received. And so I can take my calculator and take 37,000 and multiply by 0.78. And out pops my answer of what? Oh, there it is. So $28,860. So out of that $37,000, the amount that I actually saw that I got to put in my account really was $28,860. If my salary increased by 3% in 2010, what was my new salary in 2010? Okay, so now I had a $37,000 salary. It increased by 3%, so then I multiply by 1.03. This will give me my salary in 2010. So this one is approximately, so take 37,000 and multiply it by 1.03, and out pops my answer. I guess it's equal to actually $38,110. And then finally, on part C, what we have here is a problem that says use the following table to determine the total amount of money I took home after taxes for the 3 years of 2009, 2010, and 2011. All right, so this is sort of an exercise where it's sort of like, here's the money that I have, my salary, but I paid a lot in taxes, so how much did I actually acquire? Neglecting the tax, right? So for taking out the tax that I paid. So the idea is in 2009, I started with 37,000. So I have 37,000. If I paid 22% taxes that year, I actually only received 78% of that money. So I got 37,000 times 0.78 that year. Right. The next year, what happened is I have a salary of 37,000. But I get a raise of 3%. So I'm really going to take home that whole year times 1.03. And out of that new salary here, I paid 17% in taxes. Right, so if I paid 17% in taxes, that means I actually received only 83% of this whole amount. So then I have 0.83 times that. And then the next year, I get an additional 4% raise. So I started in 2009 with 37,000. I got a 3% raise. And now I'm getting a 4% raise, so 1.04. And I paid 23% in taxes that year. So I didn't receive all this money. Right, 23% of it went to taxes, so what I had left was 0.77. If you paid 23% in taxes, that means you got to keep 77%. And now I can do this all on my calculator. So let's do it all at once. So I take 37,000 and I take it times 0.78 plus, again, 37,000 times 1.03, that's my 3% raise, then times 0.83 because I paid 17% in taxes, then plus, in 2011, I have my starting salary of 37,000, right, times 1.03 because I got a 3% raise in 2010, times 1.04 because I got a 4% raise in 2011, and finally times 0.77, right, because I had to pay 23% in taxes. So that gives me 77% of that year's salary left. Hit enter, and out pops my answer. So this is approximately $91,009.78. Oops, 79 cents. Okay, round this up because the third decimal place is an 8. So round it up, so 79 cents.